respect, I want to state as follows. According to Chapter 3 of the 1995 Constitution of Uganda, a copy of which I have, this copy of Constitution 1995, Articles 9 to 19, a citizen of Uganda is defined as follows. I want us to listen carefully who a citizen of Uganda is. One, we have citizenship by birth. That is under Article 10A of the Constitution, 1995 version. The following persons are citizens of Uganda by birth. Every person born in Uganda with at least one parent or grandparent, with at least one parent or grandparent who is or was a member of one of the indigenous communities listed in the third schedule of the Constitution as of February 1st, 1926. We have 65 communities, or what we refer to as tribes, listed in the Constitution, the 1995 version. So if one has either one of the parents, mother or father, or one of the grandparents, grandmother or grandfather, that one qualifies to be a citizen of Uganda. So to be a citizen of Uganda by birth, the following conditions must be met. One, the person may or may not be born in Uganda. Being born in Uganda alone does not make you a citizen of Uganda unless that former condition is met, unless one of the two parents or grandparents is a Ugandan belonging to the indigenous communities of Uganda. Just being born here, for instance, if you are born in Uganda with your mother, non-Ugandan, and your father, non-Ugandan, grandfather, non-Ugandan, grandmother, non-Ugandan, it does not automatically make you a Ugandan. I want that one to be got very, very clearly. Being born out of Uganda does not make you a non-Ugandan. If one of the parents is a Ugandan, even if you are born in London, even if you are born in Congo, even if you are born in Kenya, you remain a Ugandan. Even if you are born outside Uganda, you will be referred to as a citizen by birth. Citizen by birth, meaning one of the parents belongs to Ugandan indigenous communities that were here in or before 1926. So the second condition, at least one parent or grandparent must belong to one of the 65 indigenous communities listed in the Constitution. 3, the community must be listed in the third schedule of the 1995 Constitution. That community, that tribe must be listed in that Constitution of 1995. Then 4, the indigenous community must have existed and resided within Uganda's borders as of February 1st, 1926. Why am I referring to February 1st, 1926? It is because of the fact that in 1926, February 1st, is when the borders were drawn, Uganda's borders. So all of those people who were found within the boundaries of Uganda, were referred to as Ugandan citizens in 1926 when the boundaries were being drawn. Being born in Uganda alone, I repeat, being born in Uganda alone does not automatically qualify a person for this category of citizenship. It doesn't make you a citizen by birth, just by being born here. Is that clear? The second citizenship, which I want to pay very, very critical attention to, is citizenship by naturalization. Citizenship by naturalization under Section 16(5) of Uganda Citizenship and Immigration Control Act, Chapter 313. We have the Act. that guides operations of the Directorate under the Uganda Citizenship and Immigration Control, that is Chapter 313. If individuals do not meet the criteria outlined above in the citizenship by birth section, meaning their families' lineage in Uganda starts with migration to Uganda after February 1926, meaning their families came to Uganda after Feb 1926, it means you don't qualify to be a citizen by birth, but you can apply to become a citizen under this second option of citizenship by naturalization. So, if you have been here and living in the country since 1920, after 1926, this process confirms their legal status as a citizen, and there is a fee of 100,000 Uganda shillings that you need to pay when you apply for this category of citizenship. You need to apply. I want to throw some light here. You came to Uganda in 1930, for instance, or your family came to Uganda in 1930 or after 1926. It means you came here when the boundaries had already been drawn. 1. 2, you came here and you do not belong in one of those the 65 indigenous communities that are listed in the 3rd schedule of the 1995 Constitution. Now, you are not a Ugandan by birth. What do? You apply for citizenship. You apply. You write, you go to the portal, www.visas.immigration.go.ug. Once you reach there, you click on naturalization, and you're able to apply for citizenship due to naturalization. But it also has a few requirements you need to avail. First is 100,000 Uganda shillings. Now, if you want to apply for a passport or national ID, you have to first apply for citizenship due to naturalization, and then thereafter you are given a certificate, which certificate you use to apply for national ID and passport. But for you to be able to qualify for this category of citizenship, the following must apply. 1, you must have resided in Uganda for at least 20 years in total. At least 20 years in total. You must have resided within the boundaries of Uganda, 20 years in total. Secondly, you must have continuously lived in Uganda for the last 24 months before applying. What does this mean? It means that you have not traveled out of Uganda for 2 years. You have been in Uganda and you have not traveled anywhere for 24 months. Those are 2 years without going anywhere. You must have not gone to Kenya, to South Sudan, to Congo, to Burundi, to Tanzania, or elsewhere within those 2 years, 24 months. 3, there's need to demonstrate adequate knowledge of either a designated Ugandan language or English. You must have stayed here 20 years in total, meaning you can be able to speak one of the languages of Uganda, one of the languages, any of the languages. Either Rutoro, you can speak Acholi, you can speak Ilango, you can speak Busoga, you can speak Luganda, those 20 years, or English, or English. 4, you must have a clean criminal record and be considered a person of good moral standing. Why? You must have your mental faculties functioning well so that you know what you are doing. You are doing it with full view of your understanding. You understand what you are doing, and you are not mad. 1, and you are not a criminal, and you are not. You have not been involved in any of the criminal activities. You have not been a thief. You have not been a robber. You are not into treacherous acts. you are a clean person. Then 5, you must intend to make Uganda a permanent residence after becoming a citizen. You intend to live here permanently as a Ugandan after acquiring that type of citizenship. The applicant must fulfill, of course, all the above requirements. Now, there are other types of citizenship. We are not going to dwell on those for now. I want to stop on those 2, and therefore encourage the public to seek information from credible sources such as the Constitution of Uganda. We have also Citizenship and Immigration Control Act. These are readily available to the public. Furthermore, we advise against making sensational and attention-seeking social media posts that lack a basic understanding of the law and facts, as this could lead to legal consequences if breached. We have been seeing people on social media giving false advice, giving very outright lies without understanding the basics of the law, with the aim of either inciting people of a certain community or trying to attack the officers that handle affairs in this Ministry of Internal Affairs. So if during the course of seeking our services, one feels that they have not been served correctly, we encourage them to seek redress through our various channels, including supervisors. We have supervisors. You come here, you have a problem, you can go to a supervisor. We have a minister at the top, Minister of State. We have permanent secretary. We have under secretary. We have directors. We have commissioners. All of those are supervisors and leadership officers. You can enter any of these offices and ask if you have not been treated fairly in any of these offices. The procedures are simple, of course, and we advise the public to be conscious of scammers, people who may mislead and frustrate them in seeking our services. People looking for money, asking for money in order to be taken to office this, to officer that, to leader this, or boss that. For more details, of course, we would like you to report such incidences. We have our handle. We have channels such as our mail, info@immigration.go.ug, and on our X platform, formerly Twitter, at @MIA-UGA and at DCIC-UG. And of course, we have also a phone number, 0417-102-600. That's the number. So we are committed to preserving the integrity of our travel documents, very committed. We shall always endeavor at all times to preserve and protect the integrity of our travel document, especially the national passport, which we hold in high value. Secondly, we are intensifying our efforts to enforce our mandate for legal and orderly migration, including the verification. I have to affirm that we shall always do verification. We are not going to be cowed to the extent of not carrying out verification. We shall always do verification. We shall always grant and cancel citizenship, because that is our mandate. Our systems are secure. They are airtight. They are watertight. But we frequently encounter, of course, fraudulent attempts by individuals seeking our documents while retaining their original nationalities. I'm going to show you some examples here. Anyone applying for Ugandan citizenship should familiarize themselves with the relevant laws and procedures. Be conscious of brokers. We have tried to fight brokers. But as you know, we do not control the entire Kampala, especially where brokers come from. So, and individuals seeking to exploit people are many. Some of you will mislead you regarding especially passports and citizenship. And this will result, of course, into cheating. They ask you for a lot of money. Some of them will tell you lies, and this could lead to imprisonment if you are not careful. So in this, we have been encountering quite a number of people who come here to seek for services, especially of passport. And in this respect, I am here with this gentleman this morning called Nkubito Sam. He is in possession of an illegal Ugandan national ID. I think he acquired national ID, Nkubito Sam, this gentleman, but he also has a Ndagamuntu from Rwanda. The same is here. This gentleman is here. So he was, I think, trying to check our system yesterday. But like I have told you, our system is watertight, and it can reveal when you entered here and which document you are carrying. So he tried to hide the original copy, but we were able to retrieve this from our system. Because I have told you, the fact that these people will always keep coming, we shall always ensure that the system to keep retrieving such documents. So the moment you cross the border to come to Uganda, you will put fingerprints, and we shall get these details in the system. So you will not hide anywhere. I will not stop such people to come to ministry to seek for passports, but I have to tell them that you come when you are aware that you will sleep at Ginger Road Police, because our system now can be able to tell exactly that you are not a Ugandan and that you have another document you are carrying. That is why we have all of these. You can see these ones. They have national